Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome. And this morning we are going to do some maths. And I'm going to show you what is on my table. So in the corner over here is a dolphin, Dolly Dolphin, and here is the sea, and here is the tail. You can't see the whole of him. Let me try. There's his face, and that's Donny Dolphin. Now, the reason why I've chosen that is because when we did your maths cover last week, we made a fish. So whenever we think about maths in grade 1, we're going to look at fish. And we're not only going to think about fish, we're going to count fish and we're going to do all kinds of things. But your maths for this week is going to be done with the dolphins. So maybe you can every now and again think about the lovely, beautiful sea and how friendly dolphins are. And if you're lucky enough to have ever seen them in real life or maybe in an aquarium, then that's great. All right, so we're going to now do some maths on or with the dolphins. So I'm going to work on my whiteboard and you can work on your whiteboard too. Let's just get it so you can see it nicely. Right, so last week we did some counting and then we did pages in our brown maths book. Now we're going to do that again today, but let's just have a look at some counting first. So last week we looked at number 1. All right, and this is called the number name. So it's 1. We cannot sound this out. We cannot say e because we'll never get to the word 1. We need to know that this whole word says 1. And you did that very beautifully in your Simply Maths book, the brown book, and you wrote 1, and then with it came the number 1. Okay. And we said that when we write 1, the little rhyme is like a stick that I see some of you have taken off the trees or that are lying next to the trees on the playground. When you've been sitting there, they've got those lovely feathery leaves on our playground. And so number 1 is like a stick that comes off of a tree. So the rhyme for it is, number 1 is like a stick, a line that is drawn very quick. So stick and quick sound the same. And remember I said, when we write a number 1, it's not straight like a soldier. It's not written like that. It's written slightly skew to the side. That's how we write a correct 1. Okay, number 1 is correctly written where it's a little bit leaning over. It's not like a straight up soldier. All right, so that's what we've done already. So let's rub that out. And now let's have a look. So today I've brought some birds along with me, and we can think of these as missing our lovely George the peacock. And yesterday when I was at school, he came to visit me, and I told you that he likes to look in our windows. It's like his mirror. So you're going to have a look at these little birds. And I think they, by their little beaks and their colors, they could be called lovebirds. But I don't think that lovebirds have so many colors. So maybe it's just little birds that have been drawn specially for us. So there's some birds. And here's some more. And some more. Right, so if I can ask you, you don't have to draw the birds. If you can look at each little wooden piece of birds, it's like a little puzzle actually, and you can then on your whiteboard count them for me, and you can count them aloud if you like, and then write the number that goes with those birds. Right, so I'm going to give you a little bit of time to do that. All right, let's have a check. This one has got 1, 2. And we'll be practicing writing number 2 just now. Remember I said number 2 is not a swan or a duck that has a belly. It's got a straight line that goes there. All right, the next one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 birds. So you needed to have written 5. Right, let's count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 birds. Right, so now let's have a look at these numbers. We've got 2, 5, and 9. And so they go in order from small to big. Now let's count together and fill in the missing numbers as we count. So we're going to start with 2 and we're going to end with 9. Come count with me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well done. Now let's try and do that backwards. Let's start at 9 and go up to 2. But we'll remember we need to fill in those missing numbers, but they need to be going backwards. So let's try that. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Well done. Okay, so now let's have a look. We'll rub that out. Now I'd like you to look at these 2. Let's put them that way. And can you do that again for me, please? Can you count how many birds are on that one and how many birds are on that one, and write those 2 numbers on your whiteboard? Right, so let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 on that one, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on that one. So I'm going to take these away. So this is now what you've got on your board. And let's fill in the missing numbers together. Let's go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's go backwards up to 6. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Well done. So we've gone forwards and backwards with our counting.